In this video, let's take a look at simple 2D sub-object editing. I'm going to start with a simple line and just make a line from here, 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 and maybe here. Right-click to end our creation. I'm going to hit J to get rid of the selection around it. And we can change the color of the, let's go to modify color of the spline by clicking on this. Let's say about there. The line by default has an editable spline built in, so it's already an editable spline. So I have vertex, segment, and spline. So I can look at vertex right now. You can also right-click and object these menus, vertex, segment, and spline. If I wanted to round this corner, I can right-click with the vertex selected. I have three options. Right now it's at corner. I can do a smooth. For this one, let's say I can right-click and say Bezier. Gives me this Bezier handles, which I can further modify. So I can just select them and modify them. And this one, I'll right-click and say Bezier corner, which again gives me Bezier handle, but I can modify them at once, one at a time. Right over here. And right-click over here and say Bezier again on this. And for this, I'll have to change the axis over here from XY to something else, so I can load that from my floating toolbars. So I'll not do that right now. The next thing we want to see how we can have some more points. So I can go down over here and I can hit refine, and I can refine a point over here. I can refine a point over here and here. Some more vertices. And then I can pull them and adjust these. Then I also have the segment option. So in the segment, I can select the segment right here. If I right click, I simply have either curve or line. So I can just make that a straight line, as you can see. So right click, line again. Also, when you are creating a line, you can either just create a line with straight lines, or you can also just make a line, and let's change the color over here so we can see it. So let's do it in our top view. I can make a line and click and do this, click and do this, click and do this. So it's kind of giving me a little smoother angle right there. And while you're doing that, let's do that one more time. While you're doing that, you can also hold down Shift to make a straight line and still go and get some smoother angles. And then again, Shift to make a straight line. Right there. So something like this. Then we have another thing, let me delete that, which is your make first. So I have something in a layer right now. So I'm just gonna go to my layers and open this. So I have a simple teapot which is animated on this spline. If I select this right now, the line over here, and if I go to modify, and if I go to its vertex, and if I select, right now this is my first vertex and you can see it's yellow, so I can select this one and I can go here and say make first. So you can see the teapot is going to travel from here to here. And if I deselect it, you can see how that is yellow now. So that's how simple some of the 2D sub-object editing options are.